Hello again and welcome back. I'm looking awesome as ever on the select screen. This is Let's Play Dark Souls with Antroid and hipp0cat.
Hey there everyone.
And we are starting off with a little bit of interaction with certain creatures in here. In fact, I might not need any more interaction because I did an experimental interaction after the last recording, but I didn't see if it worked. I think you need a bit of time. I might need to remove my thingy here or something, but the thing you need to do is those, at least I think those three there are aggressive and they do have a nasty attack that you need to get hit by. Let's see. Fantastic, right?
Looks fucking disgusting.
Let's get hit a couple more times. Also, I'm not sure, probably shouldn't spoiler stuff. I'll just remember this attack for later. I'll just tell it a bit later. Okay, I think that's actually, whatever, my health allows it. Let's do a couple more times. Animations really don't sync with my character at all. Come on. Also, interestingly, if you remember the spell Soul Mass, Homing Soul Mass, it I first was trying it out coincidentally around this area, and I found out that on these peaceful guys it also homes and shoots them without provocation. So that was a bit of fun. Just cast it and it attacked one of them. I had to fend off delicious. Ah yes, the thing worked. See, I'm scratching my head.
So is that parasite thing you've talked about?
Yep. I'm maybe having something in my head crawling under there. Let's watch for a while. I'm not sure how long we have to wait here. Exactly, but still, I'm as shiny as ever. I might eventually speed this up.
I think you mentioned something about being able to do this in PvP, like infect other players.
I don't know if it was, I mentioned another thing that is like infecting a player's world with another covenant. I think I might have been that. In fact, I've read about this thing on the wiki between recordings, and it said that there was a rumor at one point that you can eventually infect people with this thing, but it's false, and apparently it cannot do that, which is a shame, because other than that, doing this is entirely pointless. Well, it's not entirely pointless. You get a slight benefit, but then you can get rid of the condition, and nothing good will come of it. It would be cool if you could infect, and if it was a bit more dangerous somehow. But then again, if you were to infect people with it, it would be beneficial to them as well if the condition wasn't all that pointless. So it's a bit of a paradox here. Okay, come on, stop scratching your head. Actually, don't stop, but progress to the next stage.
What exactly are we waiting for?
I think you will see when it happens. Meanwhile, I will just warn you and every potential viewer that I might be playing slightly worse today because one of my fingers is bandaged. I accidentally cut myself on a half-opened can of peas yesterday evening, and apparently I'm so great at inflicting damage that what should have been one little cut, which I immediately reacted to, when I look at it, it's like there's 5 lines all in different directions there on the finger. And 2 of them form like an L shape that slowly peels off unless I wear a bandage, so it's nasty, and it might impede my playing a little bit.
Thanks for sharing, Antroid.
Yeah, I'm sure that's wonderful to know. Actually, that was slightly intention there to kind of gross people out, to prepare them for what should hopefully happen anytime soon. Actually, I think we might just... Oh, no, I lost control here. No, I didn't. I just lost control when you scratched the head. Alright. I was all glad that this was going to happen. But let's just go into DLC. Whoa! What was up with that leg? Let's do it again. Whoa! Huh? Okay.
What's going on?
That's a fancy way to sit. I don't know why her leg is above your face, but sure. So what's the quickest way? Probably from the Undead Parish. Let's warp there. Whoa. Okay. Man, some bonfires are fucking glitchy. But hopefully it happens on the way to the DLC content. There are tons of warpable bonfires. In fact, I believe we can warp to pretty much every bonfire, every single one you can find in the DLC. So, oh, budge, haha, hello.
Okay, is this like Dragon Head?
Well, it's almost like Dragon Head. It has no effect right now. It is apart from making me unable to wear anything, I believe. But let's quickly drop back to the Outer Chaos, because a certain guy whose name I just cannot pronounce loves us now because of that. Because apparently this is a great thing that every one of these guys does, almost at their choice. I don't know why, but. So now I kind of like joined the ranks or something, so he'll be very polite to me.
Well, now, you're just like me. Your dedication is fully apparent. Only, well, your head looks awful. Why not try this? I've no use for it any longer.
Ding.
Oh, hello. What is it that you need?
So yeah, but apparently I don't remember what we did with him by this point, but he should be like selling. Maybe he wasn't selling these before or something, but at least he gave me an antidote. Removes parasitic egg from body. Actually, I think I already had one of those items. Oh yes, I cannot upgrade my paramount any further. So yeah, that's what it does. Now actually it has another effect. It eats half the souls we get, and when it gets like 100,000 souls or something, it progresses to a further stage, making it look a bit bigger and uglier. But we also get that attack that the guys infected me with. So that's what I asked you to remember it for. It's just imagine me having that from my head, which I will not do, because fuck getting 100,000, actually 200,000, because only half of it goes to the egg, the parasite. So I will not be doing that. I don't know, maybe at some point I will just do this off camera, infect myself again, and wait, okay, right, not from this menu. Infect myself again and go farm for shit. Maybe I'll show how it looks, but this is as simple as eating this little acorn, hairy acorn. Now we're all better again on that level up warp.
So is that attack like super badass or something?
Not really, I think it's pretty much, yeah, every weapon you might have at that point is better, unquestionably, apart from maybe like the whip or something. So it really, I don't think it has a point beyond just making that guy nice to you for a while. Maybe he'll be nice to me forever from this, I don't remember.
Or maybe freak people out in PvP when nobody knew about this stuff.
Well, yeah, that could have been also, but that wouldn't work for very long because everyone finds this shit out nowadays on the internet. Also, I killed this guy under here. There was another Titan, I didn't know if you remember. Kill him off camera while trying my new awesome sorceries. Totally easy. Also, I should put my crown back on because it's gonna be slightly helpful. And maybe even, we'll see actually if I need it, but where is my crown? I might put on that ring that halves my health but doubles my sorceries, because I might need more instances, more copies of spells, because, you know, people might be resistant. But for now I will get this. You might remember this ring from Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
This is the only item useful to me that you find in the Great Hollow. Actually, it was that exact corpse that I slightly missed yesterday when we were recording. There was, like in the middle of it, there was another hollow tree stump, and in the middle of it there was a platform with a corpse which I kind of fell past, and that corpse held this ring. Other than that, there's a bunch of crystal lizards in there and a couple titanite things, but I don't really care about them at this point. In fact, I wanted to say last time, but I think I forgot to say that all the useless titanite that I have, like the colored ones, it's not exactly the kind of titanite types like Dark Souls 2 have. These are all like green and blue and stuff. But you can feed them to Frumpt, and he will shatter them into titanite, into generic titanite pieces. I don't remember which exactly, probably like shards, but still, so that way you get an obscene amount of shards. I have run out of space for one item because there's a limited, like maybe 99 or something, and I had to just put them on the ground in little glowy orange bags. But that's just fantastic, because I would so do that in Dark Souls 2 if I could, because I have all that shit that I would never use, like bolt stone, mundane, whatever, fuck, why would I need that? And I would gladly exchange it for lots of little pieces to upgrade all the stuff, to experiment with it. Actually, I should not have taken off my rusted iron ring, because it might help me here in the water for a while. But the access to the DLC, I believe I should have this little key item from the blue golem over at the Duke's Archives. Where is it? Peculiar doll? No, broken pendant. Broken stone pendant, deeply enchanted. Powerful magic, blah blah blah. Man of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power, which has a distinct air consisting of both reverence and nostalgia. The vine appears to originate from Oolacile, which is probably like the only hint, because here is where we saved the Dusk person, which is also Dusk of Oolacile, and I really would not have connected these two pieces of lore. But here, this exact place is where this little portal appears. If you have that thing, you can enter. Well, be entered, I should probably say rather. Let's see. Examine. Yeah, why not? Let's examine the sprite floating here. Great idea or greatest idea?
That's a fancy way of teleporting.
Yep. I hope when in the future we discover teleportation, it will not be performed like that, because I would not want some kraken hand to grab me forcefully and drag me through the portal.
Haven't you played Doom 3? Everybody knows teleportation would just drag you through hell.
Ah, that's better, probably. Hell is interesting enough. And I've had lots of experience with it from that game, so I should be fine. If that happens eventually. Where's my... yes, here. Currently, I actually don't know if it's the best. The first boss here should attack me with lightning, among other things, and I don't really have lightning defense. The ring that I would have gotten from Sigmire, actually, if I've progressed his quest differently, it's kind of strange, by the way, because you don't get this ring if you fulfill the quest to the fullest. It's like a speckled something stoneplate ring, and it slightly boosts fire, lightning, and magic, or 3 defenses. Anyway, and I don't have other rings against lightning, so I boost sorcery. In what way? Boost the strength of sorceries. That's exactly what I think I want. Also, full control should go and die. I don't need it anymore. Attune magic. Let's attune homing soul mass, perhaps. Just for shits and giggles. I should have homing crystal soul mass 1, homing soul mass also 1. Oh, whatever. Let's go crystal. It's better, obviously, and the same amount of costs. Oh no. Why do I have a bow? I don't remember why I have a bow. Did I equip the bow when we were playing? Probably
no.
Not. Ah, yes, I was trying to snipe some of the crystal lizards in the tree yesterday, and I was not recording. Where is my catalysts? But of course my arrows did like 12 damage or something, so they just ran away without even seeing me. Well, of course, after being shot by arrows, but still. Anyway, that was quick. Sanctuary Guardian. Freaky piece of shit that I don't really like. But my magic seems to be working just fine, so maybe we won't encounter many Ooh, I blocked that. Holy crap. It has a poison tail. It has lightning attacks. It has physical combos like that just completely fuck you up, so good thing I wasn't hit by that. There's the lightning. Thankfully I have this awesome shield that is quite good, actually, secretly. And Soul Mass is wonderful because I don't have to actually cast it at the exact moment I want it to shoot. So it's like fantastic in all ways. Also, wow, that... Booyah! And now it's going to do the combo thing, which is going to fuck me up severely. Or Ooh. Ooh. Okay, fly or something. Just do something else. Thank you. Actually, probably dodging here would be the best idea. Interestingly enough, I think it seems like the soul mass alone would be enough to kill this boss. Which is interesting, because as my club character, I actually had a bit of trouble with it. Because I couldn't block the lightning, of course, and the lightning, it was attacking with lightning way more. Okay, those flimsy logs just blocked it. Sure. I have never seen this mentioned in any sort of wiki, but apparently this log Whoa, 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 lightning combo. This log apparently can block. Oh well. That looked almost like a preparation for a tail attack. What? Not again? I don't have enough stamina to deal with this shit. One more. Okay. If I die here, it's going to be like the
Whoa,
well.
that sure sucks.
Well, at least the important part is that I totally could have done it if I didn't drink here. That was a mistake, because you know, when you're low on health, you forget that you can avoid damage for a while, and you really want to just finish as soon as possible. Actually, no, that's totally wrong. You want to heal as soon as possible, and that just puts you into the wrong position more than half of the time. So that was a very amateur mistake that I just cannot help but make every time. Let's see how these work actually, out of curiosity. But you gotta admit, that went pretty well. All over? What? Whatever it... Whoa!
Holy shit.
Wow! Never mind. I don't know what I was expecting. Well, I know what I was expecting, but I wasn't No! Ah. This and this, thank you. You know what is going to happen, I think? I'm going to cast, and I'm not gonna try to drink. Fuck you. Alright. Did not make the same mistake again, because I'm not a total retard. Contrary to what some may believe. But this was supposed to be a fairly difficult boss, so maybe I'm a bit over leveled. I did go into here, like the last possible moment. The only thing I could have done before this is probably go kill the 4 kings, but that at this moment probably would be just a level or 2. And because of some things that I want to show off, I cannot actually do that before completing the DLC. And that we'll get to that way after the, well, way after the DLC pretty much. But that was that. Sanctuary Guardian boss. I guess...
It was a damn cool boss actually. It looked like so fierce, like really wanted you dead.
Yeah, that thing was just out of nowhere first time I went here, and holy fuck, they're not fucking around in this DLC. And it killed my club character and killed it and killed it and killed it again. Also, does this arena look familiar to you in any way? Because it should. Slightly.
No, unfortunately it doesn't.
Around clearing in the forest, no? Nothing, not ringing any bells? Well, maybe some other locations in the future will ring some bells. Because they totally reused locations for this. It was intentional, however. Oolacile Sanctuary. This location's frigging laggy as shit, because there's too many polygons in here.
Well, this place kind of starts to remind me about, what was that, like Shadow Woods in Dark Souls 2.
No, actually I meant place from Dark Souls 1, because it should remind you of place from Dark Souls 1, but I can see where that's coming from, yeah, because... Oh wow, that's only one level, holy crap. These souls really don't mean much anymore, do they? But I will invest in intelligence, because... only after 40 did my new catalyst start really improving, and I really want to milk that for as much as I can. Anyway, if you remember, there was a certain item in Dark Souls 2 called Elizabeth Mushroom.
Yeah.
Well,
look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's saviour. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness, but Princess Dusk is here no longer. snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the saviour? Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary, something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Oolacile.
So, in Dark Souls 2, you just eat pieces of this NPC.
I see no reason to believe otherwise. I think at some point someone in the comments said that I will find out something more about this. But in the description of that item it said that there was like some awesome famous healer that distributed them around and shit. I'll also buy both of these because why not? And I think this isn't actually any better, but I also will buy it because I'm collecting stuff. But I believe that healer is a bit of a fraud and just cut this poor little mushroom, which probably was already dead by that point, in little pieces and sold it.
Thou shalt see further on, an abyss was begat of the ancient beast, and threatens to swallow the whole of Oolacile. Knight Artorius came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark. Without doubt he will be swallowed by the abyss, overcome by its utter blackness. Indeed, the abyss may be unstoppable. Still, I have faith that Princess Dusk may be rescued yet.
So we are in the past, where Artorius isn't actually yet quite dead, which is why we can actually meet him and other Knights of Gwyn.
Thou shalt see.
Yeah.
Without
Repeats, all right.
still.
So there's that. That's kind of cool. Actually, in this DLC, the characters lay down the lore pretty straightforwardly, all like, so you don't really have to dig for a lot of it. And we meet, I think, one more or two more, but they pretty much just say what happened and why and how. So far we know that there is a primordial human walking around somehow, and that it snatched dusk for whatever reason. I actually don't know why it snatched dusk, but also that it started the abyss. And there is a reason to believe, and I believe by this point people pretty much agree, that the primordial human in question is actually a certain furtive pygmy from the intro, which found the dark soul and was the beginning of all humanity, which was so easily forgotten, how the intro said. There should be someone flying around here, I believe. Maybe it's another bridge later. In any case, there is enemies as well, and I might not have the best sorceries actually for dealing with regular enemies because there are shit tons of them. But actually, just look at the area in general. Should really remind you of something. Just the forest thing, the ledge, the bridge, the big entrance.
Give me a better look around.
Imagine a big door in there instead of the roots.
Ah, fuck it, I'm not even gonna try. I never remember anything.
Well, it's pretty much... Whoa, is there anyone walk? No, it's just me and my sorcery. It's Darkroot Forest, I think it was called, from the past. Let's equip the gold siphon because I want some of the items. This is the bridge that led to where we fought Sif, the Grey Wolf, and that arena was where we fought Sif, the Grey Wolf also.
Oh, okay.
Although we kind of skipped the part with all the statues, I don't know where that fits into this, but maybe the geography also kind of shifted during whatever was happening here. But this is totally the bridge. This is where the big door was to Sif, and this is the place where all the mushrooms were as well. The big ones and the small ones. Over there is where the cats were that make Duke Nukem sounds and stuff. So that's that. Let's see, maybe I can be mildly successful with my sword. Hopefully, maybe. Should be cool. But this place, actually, they for once made a cool looking forest. Made an effort. Took the forest from the original game and made it better looking by adding some shrubs, interesting lighting, sunset, other trees in there. I especially for some reason always love the dead trees, like silhouettes in the distance like that. Anyway, there's also, apart from those freaky scarecrow things, there is should be a couple more familiar enemies around. Oh yeah, there is one behind the scarecrow, but we're going to focus on the scarecrow first. Ah yeah, I believe this will work fine. I think these are the stone woof! Ah, I forget you cannot dodge that, or block that. You can obviously dodge that, but not block. Those probably are the stone guardian giants, whatever, from the future, which were just laying sleeping on the ground and made that little dance that made me slow down. Also, I don't think I will use the homing anymore. Yep, these ones are better. Stone Great Axe, Twinkling Titanite. But I want a couple drops from the scarecrows, because one of them is... Oh, which weapon did this one have? Can't really see. I also forget what the weapon is even called in English, but it's like a farming implement. Yeah, exactly what this guy... Pitchfork. Pitchfork. We can get a pitchfork to fight with, which is kind of funny. And has one awesome attack. But I don't remember if they just kind of drop it or if it's somewhere fixed on a corpse. How to best approach this? I think I will scrounge for items and just clean up the areas off camera, and I will try to progress a bit quicker during our actual recordings here. But there is... Oh, there is the tower where I was invaded by that guy. Okay. Woodba! Okay, these guys don't fuck around. Also, that attack where they rise their thing from the ground, some boss on Dark Souls 2 I think had it, or it was just some weapon that had it. Maybe some invaders in PvP did it against me or something. Do you remember anything like that?
No, I don't remember anything like that in Dark Souls 2.
Maybe I think one of the bigger swords maybe has that attack, because I distinctly, now that I think about it, I distinctly remember that some invaders using hella big swords did that to me.
Well, the only sword with a special attack I can recall is that blue sword that like sends a shockwave or something.
Well, there's probably more. Like in here in this game, there's a sword that I think I told about it previously. The first dragon on that bridge, if you cut off his tail... Oh, fuck off, I want this, whatever is his item. If you cut off his tail... Oh, hello. Cool. You get a greatsword or drake sword or something, and if you two-hand it and do a strong attack, it sends also a shockwave. Maybe it's the exact sword that you're talking about from Dark Souls 2. But it breaks like hella quick. You can't even go from one bonfire to another using that frequently without it completely breaking. So I don't really see how it's all that overpowered as people say. Wow, Crystal Soul Spear is actually, yeah. Remember how I said it was cool? Yeah, I still think it's cool. Also, stop that. I want your pitchfork and nothing more.
So what about dark magic? Apparently there is also dark magic in Dark Souls 1.
Yep, and all of it we find around here, because this is where the abyss is, where all the dark is concentrated. And there's quite a couple of spells which I've never tried, so it will be a first for me as well.
Do you need faith for this as well?
I don't think so. I think dark magic in here is pretty much just sorceries cast from the catalyst as well. Well, I have never tried, as I said, but I don't think there's like other items to cast magic, and I think it's just sorceries. Maybe they have a different style of scroll drawn on the items, but that doesn't really mean anything.
Well, in Dark Souls 2 there are hexes, which are like dark magic, and they sometimes require special catalysts, and they do need faith in order to work.
That's interesting that Dark Souls... Whoa, shit. Dark Souls 2 has revamped a little bit of the magic system, apparently. I didn't really think too deeply on that. God damn it, stop dropping the moss. Also, these guys might be the future bushes from the forest, actually, that have just all became nudists and dropped the... just pretty much became feral, dropped the weapons. Whoa! Fuck off! Why did I drink? For some reason I decided that pressing E would attack here. Okay, attack the different one, please. Different ones. Dang it, you can apparently destroy them by walking into trees. Haven't really used this in combat very much, as you can tell. Okay. Freaking... Okay. Okay, but still this was... Thanks for that. This was kinda slightly hellish when I was playing my club wielding character, but then again that was on New Game Plus, so maybe they were even harder there. I did cheese pretty much most of the bosses apart from the first one, accidentally, by just tanking there and not giving a shit about any damage I was receiving, but by and large these parts here, the wilderness, were a bit draining because I was getting hit constantly and was running out of Estasis. Okay, any items here? I don't know why I'm exploring when I said I would explore off camera. Let's just whoosh, even more. Maybe they'll be separated. Nope. Ah yes, this also, wow, I just sounded like Bob Page there. This does have like a third strike if you press again and do this, and you can quickly do that as well if you just press power attack again. Okay, I think there might be an item. There is an item around here somewhere which requires jumping, which I'm not looking forward to too much, but shouldn't be hard because I have completely mastered jumping. There is no way anything can go wrong. I say as I completely forget that I have to choose another weapon. Fuck you. Sincerely.
Well, you did say last time that you're completely awesome with jumping, so I guess we're going to see that in action.
Yep, so no pressure at all. I don't remember if this jump is any difficult actually, but it might be. Damn it, Guardian leggings. So yeah, here we can collect pieces of armor from those guys, no whole set in one place like you usually get. But I'm not going to do that, yeah, I thought better, and I will just progress. If I don't find the pitchfork, I will definitely find it off camera and showcase it in the next episode. But pitchfork might be on the other half of the forest here, because we have to cross the bridge where Alvina the cat sat in the future, or will sit, I guess, will sit in the future. And there is the first half, and in the future there's a lot of people there. Also, there's this, which wasn't here, or will not be here. There's Lord Run, just there on top of the mountain still. And this huge Colosseum, which disappeared.
Looks cool.
Yep, actually there's even two of them, but I don't think we can ever get to that one. Oh wait, no, that's actually, yeah, it's just connected to the first one. Never mind. Secret spoiler here. That's where the guy who carves out the wooden carvings sits in there on the roof. But you need a key to get to him, so probably not gonna get to him today. There's a boss in... There's also a hole which will not be here later. But yeah, there's a boss which I think might be like the hardest of them. Wait, where is the bridge? The bridge should be here.
Well, let's just hope your amazing Crystal Soul Spears will work just as well against him.
Well, actually, now that I mention it, I did kinda kill the Guardian very quickly. I was actually expecting to have to use my other sword, which I mentioned, because I read that the Guardian is weak to bleeding. But I didn't have to, so that was kind of awesome. Where is the bridge? There should be a bridge to the other side somewhere. I guess it wasn't built yet in this day and age. But there was obviously another, where... there we go. That one which leads to the cats. This is the clearing actually where the cats were. I think we already cleared this one. The cats were jumping from that ledge, and I was standing here and attacking them without being reached. I think you should remember this place exactly, pretty much. Maybe, perhaps. This is exactly where one cat rolled here and was trapped in here, and you heard the Duke Nukem sounds there. So that...
no.
Those were the good times. Oh well. Not... Whoa! Yeah, here we go. Hi.
Of course, why wouldn't there be a dragon on the bridge?
So this is the actual single dragon boss that I knew before I learned that you can attack that false great super dragon on top of Dark Souls 2, but this is the actual the dragon boss. It's called Calamite, and apparently is something called a dark dragon. Also the last dragon alive at this point, well, apart from that guy in the Ash Lake, I guess. Fuck you, and I'm out of crystal soul spears, and I still have another half of this whole location to cover. Also, that's down there is where the Hydra was. Get off of me. Down there is where the Hydra was previously. That little pond. It really did look better in the future, in the past. I liked all the trees like on the horizon there, and the waterfall is fun.
The grass was greener and the trees were higher, right, Antroid?
Yep. And there were cool buildings everywhere, and even a bit of a town apparently nearby. Okay, so what will I do if I... Oh, hello. Dang it.
That's a total waste of your magic.
I guess, but I didn't have much anyway, so... I might just run to the next bonfire right quick and then return here to... Oh, I almost forgot that you don't press F to jump. Also, here's a bit of darkness already here. Blue slimy bullshit. Well, actually it's probably black, but it's shiny. So it looks blue in the light somehow. This is what Drang Lake Castle and the approach of Drang Lake Castle started reminding me of previously. Because it was also, I think, covered, but then I found out that it was just raining there. And that's why it was all shiny and shit. No! Well, he was carrying scissors, probably not the... If only I could just pull him up. Oh well. So, the jumping item is somewhere in that direction. Actually, might be... how much? I have nothing! I don't think I'm going to take on the giants with just my little swordie. So, excuse me while I run straight to wherever I actually don't remember where to run. Oh, it might be the tower where Alvina was. Excuse me, gentlemen, I will not be paying any attention to you right now, if I can avoid it. Actually, I probably might have some difficulties avoiding it. Because there's quite a lot of them. But I have elevators on my side. Fuck you all. Maybe one will drop actually. I think I've seen them drop down these elevators. But say hello to another boss door. Maybe I'll try going in there today. I think the bonfire should be... No, here is a shortcut to another place. Bonfire should be around here somewhere. That is certain as certain as can be. I think... Or I might be totally mistaken and there is totally no bonfire around here. Whoops. I'm totally not going to go try the boss with my current condition. Ah yes, actually I'm starting to... Oh, no, wait. That might be... Oh no, fuck no, that's not a bonfire, that's just a candlestick. Yeah, now I'm starting to remember running to this boss from the previous bonfire, so oops, never mind. But at least there's a shortcut here that I can open.
Was there some dude standing there?
Yeah, there was some dude, but I wanted to make sure this is a shortcut. This is Marvelous Chester, I think his name is. And he's wearing a top hat that makes you smile like a creeper. Or maybe that's just a mask, but when you wear it you also have that face, so maybe it's just a mask indeed.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Exactly what happened to me. We are both strangers in this strange land. But at least now there are two of us.
Awesome. I don't remember what he sells, let's find out. Regular stuff, one human... Whoa, that is one expensive humanity. And some arrows, of course. I don't remember how to get his stuff.
It kinda feels that he's a bad guy and he's gonna fuck us up somehow.
Did you happen across Knight Artorias? The legendary abyss walker from the old tales? Well, if you haven't, it's just as well. He's a colorless sort, if you ask me.
Varys.
So, what did that giant mushroom make you do? Not that I care, it's none of my business. I've little to talk about, really. Oh, you know me. What do I know?
Well, that was a strange way to say he.
Oh.
Alright. Actually,
So long.
I think he will just keep standing here and just tell us stuff. Like Elizabeth, they will tell us different things after each boss we kill, I think. But That's not saying that he isn't going to do other things, but I think he just... Someone's calling, but I do not give a shit. I think he's just going to be there forever, standing there. Of course, doesn't exclude the possibility of him, say, invading as Red Phantom at some point or something crazy like that.
What was up with the guy sitting on the stairs?
That's just a corpse where I picked some item from before. There's shit tons of corpses exactly like that actually, all around. So I don't know why you're so surprised about the first. Maybe didn't really pay attention to the ones before, but there's totally like every second item we find is on a corpse like that. Okay, so the bonfire. Let us actually, I think there is another bonfire after the boss, so to minimize running around, I will try to take on the boss first thing right now. I will go recharge my sorceries, put on the other ring. Well, no, I will put on the ring when I get to the boss. Actually, I will put on the ring now because I will not be fighting anyone on the way to the boss. I will try to avoid everything. Where was it? Bellowing Dragon Crest. Should be cool. Maybe the combination of all the shit that I'm wearing right now is what helped me do so much damage. Alright. Do you say anything new? Maybe she said something about Chester. Did he actually say his name? I don't remember.
Struggling, are we? If there's anything I can do.
Oh, okay. Not really
May the
struggling. Blech. I have just run back here to replenish my awesome spells, which I would love to have like 8 of instead of 4, but that's not really, might not be worth half of my health. Even though last time I think I did this, didn't really take half of my health, slightly less. Also, this is not nearly enough essences. God damn it. Well, if I die once, I will go warp somewhere where I can replenish the essences real quick and get back. But with the Guardian I didn't really need them, so might not need them with the second boss. Right, you guys. Let me go. Come on. I need to deal with you right now, and I don't want to deal with you right now. Good thing they do not disappear.
I have a feeling that this run into the boss thing is going to end very poorly for some reason.
Well, it's what I kept doing previously when I was playing this DLC as my other character, and she ran way slower, I think, because she was like heavy armor and shit. So no, this is just here, and there's those two might be the only enemies on the way. It's probably better than the run to Bed of Chaos that we had to do last time. Alright, so this next boss is someone that was mentioned before by several people, so it should be a familiar character. And also, apparently, he is a bit of a reference in the way he moves, like, and a certain tidbit about his appearance is a reference to some guy from some anime or something? Anime. So seeing as you like watched every anime in existence, you might recognize it, you might not recognize it, I don't know. Tell me if you do, because apparently for people who know, it's like totally obvious.
Okay.
And I have this stupid feeling that there is a little place around here somewhere that has a freaking bonfire, but maybe it's just the shortcut that I'm remembering the future one. Oh well, let's go in. Let's go in, guns blazing. Actually, I will use my normal soul spear because this guy has a thing, like if you remember Smelter Demon, when he does animations which power him up. This guy has a similar thing, but you can interrupt the animations and he can do them multiple times. And if he does, that's it, but like just trouble all around. For 60 seconds he's going to do much damage, much more damage and stuff. So if I want to interrupt those, I will have to use my Crystal Soul Spear. So I don't want to waste those, but let's watch. This one actually has a cool intro. Also, when the fight starts, listen to the music, because one thing this guy has is also music, I think, in the boss fight. One of my 3 favorite, apart from Sif and the final boss. But yep. So this is a certain Artorias, the Abyss Walker, completely corrupted by the darkness. And I cannot for the life of me dodge this bullshit, but it doesn't seem... Fuck off already! Doesn't seem to do much damage. Unless done in a row like that. Okay. So yeah, previously when I fought this guy, I just overpowered him with sheer tankiness. Let's see how it works. Apparently you can dodge all this stuff, but people are often saying that this boss... Holy crap! This boss is like... Wah! Stop! Stop! This boss, like,
oh,
absolutely...
This sucks. Are you completely unable to dodge that when he hits you several times in a row?
Well, the combo additional attacks probably. Jump, you idiot! But the initial, I guess if you dodge the initial one, he will not do that. But I suck. And as I almost said, I think people are generally saying that, freaking hell, this boss just tests your ability to dodge to the maximum. Whatever, let's try attacking. Woo! Well, it did some damage, but I'm probably going to die pretty soon. Oh, there we go. Attack! I don't want that happening. I really don't want that happening. Shit. I think I've had enough of this guy. Okay, something is happening with the Skype. Let me check for a second, let's pause the recording here.